Run Detroit. I'm Christina Caramo.
I'm Sam.
I'm Leon the Motivator.
I'm Elisa. And I'm Anaris.
So we are coming back with Leon the Motivator. Leon, you have a new song out? Tell us all about that.
Well, I got a song called "I'm Gonna Keep My Head Up." I got a video too. It's on YouTube. Just look up Mr. Leon the Motivator or Leon the Motivator. You can find it on both channels. So yeah.
Awesome.
Can we find you anywhere else? Okay, like on YouTube.
Well, I have a whole album called Positivity on Deck. It's on YouTube. It's on iTunes, Apple Music.
Okay, so those are all the platforms.
Yeah, all the platforms. Tidal.
What's like the message of your album? Talk about like what is your album all about? Like what inspired you to make it and everything.
Okay. Well, the album is it's just about motivation. It's about positivity. You know, picking yourself up, becoming the best version of yourself. And I was inspired to start doing this type of music from this guy named Les Brown.
I like
Oh,
Les Brown.
Yeah. You know, I was at work one day listening to him, and his message was like so captivating that I decided I'm gonna take some of the stuff he's saying and just put it into lyrics. You know, in my own words and do it in my own way. So yeah, I was inspired by Les Brown, and that's how I got into motivational rap music.
Okay.
What's up?
Now, have you always is all your music motivational, or do you do different? Because I know beforehand you were saying you started rapping at 12, right? Tell us a
it
little
was the street music, you know, and I still I freestyle some street music or just mess around, but like I said, I do something like that on the side, but my main focus is motivation. You know, I probably wouldn't put out nothing that's not motivating, you know.
Okay.
Since I started doing that. So yeah, I still mess around, you know. I'm still the whole Leon, but
Still you.
I just want to put that vibe out there because we don't have that.
Yeah.
So all we got is
Especially in
music.
music.
You know, we only got it's like we only got one type of music, and it's the same thing.
Negative.
And we're getting drilled with it, drilled with it constantly. And I want to try to add something to that. You know, add something positive, drill some positive, some positivity in the people through these lyrics. So
I just saw a meme that said music was like a kind of form of hypnosis. So I think that's good that you're making positive music so like people can really get in tune with that. Soak up that energy.
And it is hypnosis, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
I know. I've been inspired on both sides of the spectrum. You know, I just listen to that ignorant music, and you know, like I said, I ain't mad. I ain't knocking nobody's music, but I remember, you know, I started selling drugs listening to so many trap dope boy albums.
Yeah.
I started selling drugs myself, and
I
I
think
started
like like inspired you kind of to do that. Like, all right, I'm about to do that.
And hearing positivity, like people like Les Brown, Eric Thomas, it made me switch up the whole game. You know what I'm saying? So I just understand the power of words. I understand the power of music. You know, so I'm just trying to put my part in and do something about it.
Well, I'm a little bit in the blues today because it's going to be my last show. That's what I'll say. So, because I'm taking on a new venture. I'm going to be running for public office. I'm actually running for a statewide office. I'm running for the office of Michigan Secretary of State.
Wow.
So it's a huge race. It's a statewide race. So it will basically consume my life. And this will be my first time running for public office. So
you're gonna be great.
I appreciate that. So I know there's a lot of people that think like, you never held for public office and you're running for a statewide race. Like, what's wrong with you? You know, there's roughly 10 million people in the state of Michigan. Roughly 8 million of those people are registered to vote. And only 5.5 million people in Michigan voted in the last election. So that means that roughly 2.5 million registered voters don't even vote, and other half, I have to look and see what percentage of that of the last 2 million that aren't registered, what percentage of that are children. That's But the point is that why don't a lot of people vote? They feel like the election system is rigged.
But that goes, now let's wing that back to music, though.
Yeah.
Because if the music was more informative or did anything towards teaching people about voting and stuff like that. Like you have motivational music out of, they maybe made more motivational songs that maybe taught youth because of the hypnosis, like you were saying, and you were saying that music has. Do we think that that could make a bigger impact?
Well, from my angle, it's really from the government and the corruption. It's to get out corruption, because that's one of the reasons why people don't feel like they should vote, because they feel like it won't matter at the end of the day. Whoever is going to win is going to win, and that's not true. But a lot of times that does happen, because the process is designed for corruption to happen. And a lot of times people just think of the presidential races, but we have the governor's race, we have city council races, we have mayor races, your school board, your county commissioner. All those elections matter. So to me, ensuring that we have security in our elections, and also making sure that the Secretary of State's office work on behalf of the people. You know, one of the things the Secretary of State's office deals with the issue of identity theft. So after a lot of things, I saw a lot of the loose processes in our elections. I decided to do something about it, because in America, that's the way we have our voice heard. You know, through our elections, we like people, we vote them out. But throughout human history, that's not the way it has been. I think in America, we're a little too comfortable, and we don't understand how fortunate we are, because throughout most of human history, it's always war. If I don't like who in power, I kill them. I mean, we don't do that because we can go vote them out. But if our elections aren't secure, then we really lose that power. And I want to encourage those other people, those 2.5 million people who aren't voting, to come out to vote. And I feel a lot of that is making sure we have secure elections, but accessibility as well. So security and accessibility are going to be my focuses. So unfortunately, now that I'm entering into this endeavor, it's eating up my time, and I will have to say goodbye. I absolutely love being on the show, and if I told CJ if they ever need if I am free and they need somebody to fill in, I'll be happy to do it.
Yeah.
On to bigger and better things for April, huh? Blossoming up. Yes.
It's a lot.
Blossoming up.
Ain't nothing wrong with moving forward.
That's right. That's right. So how has March Madness been for you, and how does your April look for you moving forward? What are you blossoming into?
Well, I'm trying to put together new shows.
Okay.
You know, reaching some new venues, do a little more traveling, do some shows out of town. Working on the second album.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of things going on. I'm being in the radio station more often.
Okay,
so,
that's right.
Yeah, stuff like that.
So do you do motivational speaking engagements?
I try to. Like, if you go on my Instagram or my YouTube, you know, I got a few skits of me talking.
Nice.
Sometimes I talk in my shows before I perform. So
Okay.
yeah, I try to, but it's just mainly music.
So you're inspiring and motivating. You're like a double-ended sword.
Yeah.
Just out here killing it. Yes, inspiring and motivating. That's right. All right, what's your favorite song off the first album?
I had to say it's a song called Young Black Man.
No, why?
I kind of like go in my past. You know, I talk about the struggles of growing up, you know, single parent and everything like that. So it kind of tell you a little about me, my background. Okay. I just like it, you know. I put the beat together and.
Oh, did you?
Okay. So,
Okay.
yeah, I just like it. It got a whole like the old school vibe to it, but it's deep. It's dope.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
When I remember last time you were on before, you do education, right?
Yep, I have Creative Odyssey, which offers free art-based classes for youth. So that's what I'm doing now. So we've got those classes going on. So we've got choir, fashion design, which I'm going to merge with her. It's a couple of things I want to do with you. And we have acting classes, and art will be returning. And I would love to know if I can bring you on board, so I'd like to talk. So if we do like a concert at this end of the year for Creative Odyssey, because you're motivational and positive speaking, if you would come out and perform.
Oh, most definitely.
Namaste. All right. Well, we're going to plug and get connected.
That's really cool. Anybody else have anything coming up next month?
I'll be launching my website, which I'm very excited about. I worked with a friend, Tati, and she is using a new platform, so just the whole vibe of it. Also, my brand, like I was saying, I want to help people feel good in their clothing, so it's going to be more like personal styling shopping. So I'm excited to do that.
Awesome.
That's what's up.
So we're going to take a quick break. It's Our Input, WHPR 88.1 FM, and we run Detroit. All right. What's the segment?
Okay, I gotta get your information. And I still need to do yours.